Hello, welcome. My name is Lisa and you are watching One Lisa Show, and today is a pattern review. My hair is a little frizzy, I'm noticing that, but it is humid outside and it's also hot, and so I couldn't wait to wear my newest make. That is Simplicity 8982. This pattern did come out in 2019. That's its copyright date. It is still available and it's a very popular pattern. In fact, if you look under Simplicity's website right now, they're promoting the fall lookbook, and this is still something that they're showcasing rather high up on the list of coordinates. This is a great pattern because even though it is geared for knits, it features a dress, a top, variations on the sleeves and the neckline. There's a higher neckline and just a crew neckline, and then two lengths of knit skirts. They call it Mrs. Knit two-piece sweater dressing. Fabrics are sized for stretch knits only, interlock jersey, rib knit, ITY knits, bamboo knit, modal knit, velour sweater knits. See pick a knit rule, and it does come with a measuring guide for how much stretch you do need. Needs to stretch to there. Simplicity 8982. I'm wearing it. I'm also going to insert some pictures. Now, I did deviate from this pattern because I had watched a video from So Essential. Lucy at So Essential last year had shown off a simple t-shirt dress she made using this pattern, and I fell in love with it. It does remind me of the Dirando Givre dress, but honestly, like the cut for the top is very different. And I had this in my stash. I had this fabric. It is a clearance pop apparel knit, 98% cotton, 2% spandex, jersey knit that was at Joann's. I distinctly remember buying it with my nieces with me, and they thought it was too childish. I thought it was very cute because it is a beach theme. It's got, you know, seashells and schools of fish, and just it looked fun. So I got it. And I thought if they didn't like it, I was going to make myself something with it. And so I wanted to make a t-shirt dress, and I almost made the Dirando Givre, but then this did pop up in my, in my collection of patterns, never used, and I've had it for a couple of years now and thought, I'm going to give it a try. If you've never sewn with knits, this is a great one to start. I will say I did not follow the instructions completely because I have done a lot of knit sewing in the past. And I will give you one of my tips and tricks. But first, let me show you the line drawings on this one. This is the back of the dress. It features a seam down the center, which adds to some of the shaping. I really like how I feel in this dress. I'm usually somebody that likes an A-line or a fit and flare skirt. And in this case, it's neither of those, but it is just really a great sew. I was able to whip it up in a couple of hours from start to finish of cutting out the fabric. I will say for my neckband, I did use just some plain white jersey that I had. I could have easily used this fabric, but I had a small piece of fabric and I would have had to piece it together with two pieces, and I just thought it might look a little bit more finished if I had just a plain white jersey, which I did have enough of in my scrap bin. Let's talk about sizing. Sizing on this, I equate to an 18 at the bust and a 20 at the waist and hip. I made a straight 18, and then I still brought it in on the side seams one more time. So my notes are to make this in a straight 16 next time. I might grade out to the 18 at the waist and hips, but honestly, I think I still had to take it in. So I'm going to go with a straight 16 next time. The body measurements recommended for a size 16 are a 38 bust, a 30 waist, and a 40 hip. I am a 40 bust, a 34 waist, and a 44 hip. Maybe I'm just slightly more hourglass. This pattern does have finished garment measurements that include the design and the wearing ease, and that is very helpful because with jersey and stretch knits, sometimes you want negative ease and other times you don't. The alterations I have made is I shortened the hem on the dress by 12 3/4 inches. And then I also shortened the sleeves to 1 inch below the first top notch. That was it. So that's how I made my short sleeves. And I got that recommendation from Lucy on So Essential. I will put a link to that video because she explains how she made this dress very easily. And that is what sparked my interest to make this dress as well. I absolutely love this dress. I thought it was a very simple pattern. Simplicity's knit patterns don't have the best instructions in my mind. I say that with a grain of salt, and here's why. I followed the instructions until I got to the sleeve. There aren't many instructions. It is very easy. I think they even call it an easy pattern. It is called easy to sew, and I agree with that. But their sewing pattern for the sleeves tell you to sew the sides of the arm first, and then insert the sleeve into the dress. I'm going to tell you right now, if you want a very easy way to sew knits, don't do it that way. Insert your sleeves flat, which means you're going to make your shoulder seams, so your front and your back are connected only by the shoulder seams. Then you're going to sew your sleeve on through the arm side, and then finally you sew your sleeve arms together, and then just continue going down the whole line of the dress. It's pretty simple, and maybe I'll do a sew along for the next one. I'm not very good at sew alongs, but I have found that with a very quick sew, you can do it with a serger, but you don't need a serger to make this dress. You could simply use your zigzag stitch and use a ballpoint or a jersey needle. I used a jersey needle for this because it was a cotton jersey fabric. You can use a ballpoint needle for any type of stretch fabric though. And I have one of the most basic Brother sewing machines out there, and it is over 10 years old, I think, at this point, and it is still kicking. So if I can do it on my very basic machine, I know you can do it on yours. I did reinforce my stitches with my overlocker because it does look nice, and I had white thread in the overlocker. I love this dress. I think this is a pretty simple pattern. It does have an option for these nice balloon sleeves with a very long cuff, just like the model is wearing as well. And you can put those sleeves in on the dress, or if you just were doing the top. If you live in the States, this is a pattern. I'm going to tell you, I cut my pattern. I know I'm going to size down the next time I make it, so I will go and purchase another one. But if you get an opportunity, check Joann's, and when they are on sale for $1.99, pick yourself up this pattern. You will not be disappointed. I am not someone that usually likes a straight skirt. This fits fine. I feel good in it, and you can make it as long or as short as you want. This top and this top are my next to-dos, and I do plan to make a longer version with long sleeves dress for the fall and winter months. I think this could be an easy staple, even if you wanted a shorter skirt. Very easy staple, and you get a lot of pattern pieces, all for a minimal price. Each item takes very few pieces as well. This dress took the sleeve, the neckband, the front, and the back. It was very minimal pieces, and it is so easy to wear. I love it. I think this is something I can wear on a fun day, just kicking around, going shopping, running errands, or even at work. Do you hear that? That's Penny, because she has to either be heard or be seen in every video. So this is a quick pattern review. I really enjoyed it. Would I make this pattern again? Absolutely. I see myself making this throughout the year, and I'm actually looking forward to making another one. I'm going to go through my stash now and see if there's a different fabric that I think I could use to make another version of this, because I really enjoyed it. It was a quick make, and I did take my time on it, but I wasn't rushed, and it was relatively easy because there were no bust starts, there's no buttons, there's no closures, there's no gathering. What I really loved about this is the back center seam, because it does actually add a lot of shaping to this dress. So it is more my style, where it's a little bit more form-fitting, but not tight. I hope you found this video useful. And like I said, check out Lucy from Sew Essentials video on how she made her version of this dress for summer last year. I really liked it. It motivated me, and I hope it motivates you as well. I look forward to making more of these. That's a quick pattern review for kind of a quick and easy pattern project. I hope you check out Simplicity 8982. Let me know in the comments if you have made this pattern or have been thinking about making it. It is perfect for fall or any time of year with just a few modifications. I hope you do something creative wherever you are in the world today, and I look forward to visiting again. Bye-bye.